Hey, blessings and welcome to today's Law Enforcement Daily Devotional. Today our read was out of Proverbs 28 and 29. Had a lot of good law enforcement takeaways like the last several chapters, and tomorrow will be our last day in Proverbs. So chapter 28 verse 4, those who forsake the law praise the wicked, but those who keep the law strive with them. Man, what a timely word for our culture today, because we seem to be in a world that exalts wickedness, evil. Things that are bad are called good. Things that are good are called bad. Justice right now is really in the crosshairs of a lot of people. So it's just a timely verse. Chapter 28, verse 5, evildoers do not understand what is right, but those who seek the Lord understand it fully. Part of the reason evil people and wicked people do not understand the law and justice is because they don't understand God. And how can you understand who God is if you don't understand what He stands for, what is important to Him, and what the foundation of His throne is built upon? So, it makes a whole lot of sense, and again, very timely. Moving into chapter 29, verse 4, the king gives stability to the land by justice, but to the man who takes bribes, he overthrows it. There's a lot of politics involved in what goes on. And politics, not politicians, but sometimes politics are the opposite of justice, because if justice is constantly being served, if someone wants to subvert justice, it takes politics and political maneuvering to get around doing justice. So that's kind of the whole issue, I think, of politics. Not all politicians are bad. I've got a cousin I love to death, a good, godly man, and he is a state representative, and not wicked evil. He is a good Christian man. So not all politicians are bad, just like not all cops are bad, although it's hard to convince some people of that. Chapter 29, verse 10, men of bloodshed hate the blameless, but the upright are concerned for his life. Man and women of law enforcement, another verse that just seems to be tailored for us and what we do. Our battle is not against flesh and blood, but there are some people who are being used for wickedness and evil, and we have to struggle with them on a daily basis. Men of bloodshed who hate the blameless. I take a lot of great comfort in this verse because in the New Testament, Jesus told us in John 15:8, if the world hates you, know that it hated me before it hated you. So if the world hates me, what better company could I be in than the company of Jesus Christ? But that has confused me at times, that verse. Why did the world hate Jesus first? Because ever since Adam was in the garden, human beings have rebelled against God and His justice. And so, therefore, the entire world is thrown into sin because through Adam. So the whole world hates Christ. 29:11, a fool always loses his temper, but a wise man holds it back. We've talked a lot about quick-tempered people who have a short fuse, who seem to lack self-control. These people are not meant for law enforcement. Now, someone who is like this can be changed. That's fine, but they should not be in law enforcement to begin with. But if you got somebody like that who's interested in law enforcement, you can obviously talk to them and work on that, and they can get help. But this is not a character trait of a law enforcement officer. 29:16, when the wicked increase, transgression increases, but the righteous will see their fall. It's just like, man, when there's blood in the water, the piranha or the sharks attack, you may see one or two of them, but all of a sudden, when there's blood in the water, they seem to come out of nowhere. And I think that's where this wickedness increases Running out of time here. I've got several more I want to go through, but I'm going to hop down to the bottom real quick because I want to be a good steward of your time. And this is such an awesome verse to end with. Chapter 29, verse 26 says, "Many seek the ruler's favor, but justice for the man comes from the Lord." Justice for the man comes from the Lord. All justice comes from God, and that's kind of been a theme in the last several weeks of Bible studies that we've had. And it should be a theme. It should be something that is on the forefront of our minds, that we remind ourselves constantly of, that our God is a God of justice, and that is who we serve. So anyway, tomorrow, like I said, Proverbs 30 and 31, and also read Psalm 127. So we finish up Psalms tomorrow. Man, I'm going to miss Psalms. It's been awesome. So anyway, you guys be safe, and I'll see you tomorrow.